That court's out at the PEC. National anthem has just concluded. Coppin State color guard is now exiting to the far side of the floor. Todd Barley joined once again by Derek Carter. How has homecoming week 2018 gone so far here on the Coppin State campus?
So far, homecoming has been wonderful. It's been busy with quite a few activities. The university is doing well. Very happy that the Middle States Commission team for our accreditation was on campus this week visiting, and the team walked away with very high grades for Coppin State University, and Dr. Thompson and the administration is very pleased with those results. So you had that packaged in with an exciting homecoming week. A concert was here Tuesday night. The alumni had a paint and sip activity. There was a couple of alumni functions last night, and now we're at the game. So we're ready.
And the first of the doubleheader has concluded. Unfortunately, Bethune-Cookman got out of here with a win on the women's side after Coppin cut the lead to 2. 4 minutes to go, and then a big run by the undefeated Lady Wildcats. In conference, by the way.
Sure. That was when you get so far behind, you use a lot of energy just to close the gap. And then as you close that gap, it takes even more energy to kind of jump that last hurdle. So I believe Coach Burrows really is happy with the effort he's getting from his team. There's got to iron out some kinks. And Bethune's a good team. So just ready to move to Delaware State.
And that tournament that's coming up, about 2 weeks from now, down in Norfolk, Virginia. To be within 2 with 4 to go, you got to be pleased with it.
Got to be pleased. You got to be pleased. As we said, it's all about seeding at this point, and just even though the outcome wasn't what you wanted, you can play with these teams.
So Bethune-Cookman on the year, 14-12 overall, 8-3 in the MEAC. It's going to be Jeffrey Altador, a 6'1 senior out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, at the lead guard. He's flanked by Central Florida transfer Brandon Tabb, a 6'4 senior. Isaiah Bailey, 6'6 junior out of Compton, California. He's the 3. Sofiane Diakite, 6'6 junior out of Morehead State as a transfer, is the 4. Chantrez Davis, 6'9 junior out of Atlanta, is the 5. Bethune-Cookman will have 4 different options off the bench. They also had 4 game time scratches in the book, so a total of 13, now minimized to 9.
Interesting.
For Coppin State, 5-22 on the year, 5-7 in the MEAC under first-year head coach Juan Dixon. Karan Davis, 6'2 graduate transfer out of Niagara, is the lead guard, flanked by Keandre Fair, 6'1 freshman out of Hartford, Connecticut. 6'6 junior out of Willingboro, New Jersey, Lamar Morgan. Yes, he is in the building. He's not in the parking lot. He's the 3. Chad Andrews Fulton is the 4. 6'7 junior out of Philadelphia. And 6'8 junior out of Kennesaw, Georgia, Cedric Council Jr. is the 5.
Glad to see Jordan Hardwick back in uniform. It will give Coppin State a little more length and size off the bench.
Bethune-Cookman in the traveling dark jersey, if you will. Yellow or gold, depending upon what you like, and then maroon with the trim. Coppin on the home whites with the dark numbers, dark letters. Well, good thing Karan Davis checked out that game ball. I don't know if we could start without him inspecting it. He's giving it to the official.
Well, it's going to be in his hands quite a bit, so we hope that he likes the ball.
Davis and Council to get us going in the nightcap. Tip controlled by the Wildcats. They'll come right to left. Out to Dorton, out of Bailey. Bailey on the high right, surveying the situation. Bounce it off between the rings now. Out to Dort. Looking on the near block for Davis. Backing in on Chad. Turns left. Glass and good. Shontrez Davis gives Bethune-Cookman the early 2-0 lead.
Looks like they executed what they wanted to at the beginning of the game. It's a lot of length with number 12.
Fair with it between the rings. On the bounce right side. Defended by Tab. Swings it left side down to Davis. Davis, high left feed. Andrews Fulton facing up on his defender. 9 to shoot. Kicks it out right corner. Keandre Fair wants a 3 and buries it. And Coppin's on top 3-2.
Good to see Fair get off to a good start.
In the jump circle once again. Out to Dort. Bounce it off near block. Davis trying to back his way in again. Turns right with a fadeaway. Andrews Fulton the block. Hands it off to Karan Davis. Now to the forecourt. Zips it backdoor for Council. Right past him and out of bounds. So the bounce comes in. Diakite gave it up to Altidort. Altidort, head of the key. Reverse it off near side left. Bailey's got it coming right in the lane. Faces, fires, glass no good. Said knocked the free to Fair. Left side now for Karan Davis. Top side to Morgan. Back left side to Davis. Again the high lob, left elbow to Andrews Fulton. Coming to his right. Swings it right corner. Fair wants that 3 again. Rimming off. Rebound out to Tor. Runs it back quickly. Lobs it near side left. Tab's got it. He wants an answer 3. It's on the way and good. Brandon Tab gives the Wildcats a 5-3 lead.
That was in Lamar Morgan range, wasn't it?
Very close to it. Council picked up the basketball, and Karan Davis is called for a moving screen. His first. Comes 2 minutes in with Bethune-Cookman in front, 5-3. Top side left, now for Bailey. Bailey with it, lob it high right. Out to doors, got it far side of the right, back to Bailey, 15 to shoot. Right corner fadeaway, comes rimming off, and loose ball picked up by Council. Davis, and we're going the other way on the Andrews Fulton moving screen. Consecutive trips down the floor, DC, and moving screens both times.
Yeah, that's been the Achilles heel of Coppin State throughout the year is the lack of ability to be consistent in setting the good quality screens.
Ball screen handoff now. Bailey's got it, runs in the lane, glass, rim, good. Isaiah Bailey makes it a 7-3 Wildcat lead. Davis to the forecourt, bounce it off left elbow. Andrews Fulton now to Davis, coming back to his left. Line, lane, shovels it left of the lane to Andrews Fulton, tried to turn back to his right and got fouled.
Take away his right hand.
Davis with his first on the Wildcats as a team. Chad Andrews Fulton will now step in, line to the right. First one's on the way, back of the rim, no good. Coming into today, Brandon Tabb, leading scorer for Bethune-Cookman at 17.5 points a game. Closely followed by Bailey at 15.7 and Davis at 14.8. Chad split a pair, making a 7-4 Bethune-Cookman lead. Nearly 3 minutes gone by. Altidort feeds it high right, now to Bailey. Bailey bouncing off far block, backing his way in. Davis lost the handle. Lamar Morgan's got it, coming across the time stripe, now to Davis. Davis hesitation dribble, got to the free throw line, swings it out near right corner. Fair lost the handle. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Brandon Tabb.
Bethune is one of the longer teams we've seen all year. They have good height at every position.
Davis from the baseline, looking. Lob to the top, Fair on the catch. 18 to shoot. Hands it back to Davis. Karan wants a 3, right of the rim, no good. Poked free by Fair. Deep three for Morgan, rimming off. Right to left, out the door on the run back. Lob at the rim, and unable to finish was Davis. Morgan, now to Davis. Swings it left side to Morgan. Catch and fire three, right of the logo, left of the rim and off. Got his own miss back, cranks it up again. Good. Lamar Morgan's first three ties the game at 7. Can't believe he was that close to the arc. Near side left, three ball on the way for an answer, rim and off. Volleyball tapped out after the Bailey miss. Bailey gets it back. Trying to back in on Karan Davis. Turns him right of the lane, right of the rim, no good. Last touch by Bethune-Cookman. Out of bounds, out of the hands of Diakite. That brings us to a timeout on the floor. It comes at 15:53 remaining here in the opening half. Coppin State and Bethune-Cookman deadlocked at 7 on the Coppin State Sports Network. So out of the media timeout, 15:53 to go here in the opening half. Bethune-Cookman and Coppin State deadlocked at 7. Glad you're with us here on the campus of Coppin State University. Todd Bartley with the athletic director, Derek Carter, on homecoming weekend. Davis into the forecourt. Now for Andrews Fulton. Andrews Fulton at the free throw line. Nearly lost the handle. Hands it off to Davis. He wants a three for the lead. Back of the rim, no good. Long rebound. Pops out to Bailey. Bailey on the run back. Got in a lane. Swings it out right corner. Out the door. Got cut off. Kicks back to Bailey in the right corner. Swings it near side left. Intended for Tab. Picked off by Fair. Fair on the run back. Left of the lane. Going strong is Davis. Counted and a foul. Karan Davis.
It's amazing what good defense can transition to. And it was good to see Davis go strong to the hole after the turnover.
Altidore at the foul. First on Bethune-Cookman as a team. Check it. Second. We have substitutions waiting at the table. Brownlee is going to replace Fair, who will exit with a three-point field goal. Bethune-Cookman reciprocates by bringing in Houston Smith for the first time. He replaces Altidore, scoreless with a foul. Karan Davis completes a three-point play, line to the right. Give him three. The lead is 3, 10-7. Coppin State. Kent Oslander has entered the Coppin State lineup. Right to left, Smith the handle. Top side left now to Bailey. Bailey coming right around the screen. Hands it back on a ball screen to Tab for three. Front of the rim, no. Oslander the rebound.
Good example of just you got to contest shots, and Bethune was short on that jump shot.
Said trying to face up, swings it back to Brownlee. He wants a three, and it's good.
Brownlee has been playing great basketball for us recently. How about that?
I concur, and Coppin's on a 10-0 run to lead 13-7. Running in the lane is Tab. He traveled. DC Coppin trailed 7-3 and has responded with 10 unanswered.
And well, hopefully Coppin can go down on this possession and continue.
Brownlee feeds it high right to Andrews Fulton. Andrews Fulton coming to his left. The ball screen hand off back to Brownlee, head of the key.
No.
Swings it top side left and picked off. Bailey on the run out, going strong to the rack. Rim, no, but a whistle and a foul. It's on Lamar Morgan. That is his first. It comes at 14:20 to go here in the half.
Coach Dixon's having a little conversation with Brownlee if he's going to handle the point responsibilities. Can't have turnovers.
Rim and good for Bailey. Makes it 13-8. Coppin State. Second one's on the way, good. So Bailey got them both, give him 4. Make it 13-9. Brownlee coming left to right to the jump circle. Top side right, Andrews Fulton. Back to Council. Council hands it back to Brownlee. Brownlee wants another 3. Good again, Lucian Brownlee. That was right after the conversation. 16-9 Coppin.
It's called execution.
Davis comes near side left to Bailey. Runs it up strong. Rim it off, but a whistle and a foul. Council with the block. That's his first. I'm sure you caught the scoreboard yesterday in college basketball where Penn State knocked off Ohio State for the second time.
I heard that.
In the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And I looked back at the schedule and I went, wait a minute. Penn State beat Coppin too.
You know it. The Big Ten is an interesting conference as well this year. Ohio State just beat Purdue.
Bailey's free throw makes it 16-10. I don't know which loss is worse.
Let me think about that one for a second.
Second one's on the way. Rim it off. Andrews Fulton the rebound. Brownlee coming left to right. 13:40 to go in the half. Reversal now to Council. Top side right to Morgan. Left side to Brownlee. Penetration, line to the lane. Shovels it off on a no-look to Council. Had it blocked, got it back, scores. 18-10 Coppin. 13:20 to go, first half. Reverse it off, top side to the right. Davis got caught in traffic. Brownlee knocked it loose. Tap picks it up, launches a 3, head of the key, rim it off. Andrews Fulton wanted to go in a hurry. Gives it up now to Brownlee. Brownlee to the forecourt. Coach Dixon now calls the play. Brownlee takes it right. Ball screen hand off to Morgan. Lobs it high right to Andrews Fulton. 15 to shoot. Gave it back door. Tough catch for Morgan. Fights it up. Rim, no, but a whistle and a foul.
Nice to see Morgan show a little strength in there, and he was able to get the foul.
Shantrez Davis just picked up his second. So most likely 6 feet 9 inches tall will be exiting stage right here in a mere moment. Morgan knocks down that free throw. Hardwick is going to check in for the first time for Coppin State. As the Eagles have a 9-point lead, make it 10. Morgan now with 5. Davis is back. Davis Francis has checked in for Bethune-Cookman. Right to left comes Smith into the forecourt. Approaches head of the key. Bounce it off near block. Bailey trying to back his way in. Kicks it back out to Tab. He wants a 3. It's on the way and good. Brandon Tab now with 6. Makes it a 2013 Coppin State lead. 12:29 and counting, first half. Davis now to the forecourt, top side left. Top side of the right, Brownlee. Face up three is on the way. Good again, Lucien Brownlee. Who does Lucien Brownlee think he is? Lamar Morgan?
His level of confidence is so high. And if Bethune is going to stay in that 2-3 zone, I know he's going to just eat that up.
23-13, poke three. Oslander had it, lost it. Driving strong is Bailey. Got it to drop and got fouled. So Bailey now with 7 on the good goal. Fouls assessed on Council. It's his second. It brings us to the under 12 media timeout at 11:58 to go in the first half. Coppin in front of Bethune-Cookman, 23-15. Back after this timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Back at the PEC, 11:58 to go first half. Coppin State leading Bethune-Cookman 23-15. However, a free throw forthcoming after an and-1 situation on said Council's second personal foul, which brings Chad Andrews Fulton back into the Coppin State lineup. Bailey stepping in, line left. Free throws on the way, good. Bailey now with 8. 23-16, Coppin by 7. Davis now for Brownlee. Brownlee into the forecourt. Feeds it off high right now to Hardwick. Hardwick trying to go left, and on that feed, we're going to get a foul.
I didn't
on
see
Brownlee.
that. I'm not sure what he called.
Chad was being held trying to go right to left from what I saw. We'll check the shot clock because I believe it jumped way under 30 and then got instantly reset. 27-28 is the ballpark. 28. (23-16) Coppin with a 7-point lead. Bailey on the inbound now. Altidore shovels it back to Bailey, and he traveled.
You just heard Coach Dixon say to it, clapping to his team, keep defending, keep defending. Defense is going to win the game.
Andrews Fulton on the inbound now for Brownlee. Top side of the right, Andrews Fulton. Looks left. After picking up the bounce, goes right to the lane, fights it up and scores with the right hand. Philly's first field goal makes it 25-16. Coppin State. Right corner kick to Bailey, going baseline right. Swings it out of the double team, down to Altidore. Altidore turns left of the lane, floats it up in the lane, back of the rim, no. Rebound Hardwick as he slaps the basketball and gives it off to Davis. Davis trying to use that Chad screen to the left, backs it out head of the key, step back three, back of the rim, no good. It's knocked free to the forecourt now to Smith. Back in it is Bailey. Bailey nearly lost the handle. Swings it to Altidore, far side of the right. Got cut off on that far block with 18 to shoot, comes all the way back top side of the right. Hands it off to Francis, floats it up off the glass, too strong. Rebound, Chad Andrews Fulton. Hands it off to Brownlee. Brownlee now between the rings. Bounce it off to Andrews Fulton at the elbow. This was very effective, this set net. First 5 minutes. The dump down to Brownlee, and he traveled.
He was amongst the Giants. A little uncomfortable down there.
Francis checks out. Tabs back on for Bethune-Cookman, and I believe Armani Collins is going to enter for the first time. (25-16) Coppin State. Closing into the halfway point first half. Out the door, top side left. Swings it back between the rings to Diakite. Diakite right of the lane. Hands it off top side of the right. Now to Smith. And on that ball reversal back out the door, he traveled.
Good job, fellas. Good job, fellas.
Keeping a 9-point Coppin State lead. Brownlee on the inbound now for Davis. Davis coming across the time stripe into the forecourt. Top side of the right feet now to Brownlee. Brownlee looks, takes a bounce, hands it off to Oslander. He wants a three, wide left. Andrews Fulton there to clean it up, and he scores. 27-16, Coppin State. Right down to the doorstep, and an answer by Houston Smith. Talk about a quick transition.
I know. Andrews Fulton kind of cleaned up that air ball by Auslander.
Davis just inside the head of the key, rimming off. Andrews
again.
Fulton, another follow, cleans it up again.
Oh, great job on the offensive boards.
Makes it 29-18, Coppin State leading Bethune-Cookman. Back in 30 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network. .9:20 to go first half. 29-18, Coppin leading Bethune-Cookman. Top side left, out the door with the handle. Trying to break down Oslander off the bounce. Swings it far side of the right, down to Tab. Kick out right corner. Three ball on the way. That's good for Chantrez Davis. Makes it 29-21 Coppin. Under 9 minutes to go first half. Brownlee now to Andrews Fulton. Top side left. Karan Davis wants an answer three. Lip to rim and off. Davis now for Altidore. Altidore lost the handle because it was poked free from behind by Hardwick.
That was close. Almost got away with that one.
Trey Thomas checks in for Coppin State. Exiting is Karan Davis. At the 8:47 mark of the opening half.
We haven't seen Trey Thomas for a couple of games, so it's good to see him in, and hopefully some of his offensive ability will come to light.
Altidor's free throw is on the way and good. 29-22. Coppin by 7. And Bethune-Cookman starting to creep back in this game. Second one's good. Don't let him get too close now. 29-23, 6-point margin. This is as close as Bethune-Cookman has been since 16-10.
Yeah, needed good execution on this possession.
Brownlee right of the lane, trying to back it out right side, and he carried the basketball. So a turnover with 8:36 to go. Council Juniors coming back in with 2 personal fouls. He'll replace Hardwick. Bailey to inbound. Now for Altidore. Out the door coming left side behind the arc. Swings it off head of the key down to Tab. Tab goes right. Faces up the right elbow. Rim it off. Battle for the rebound. Davis has the rebound. Turns right and traveled. That comes at 8:23 to go and doesn't sit well with head coach Ryan Ritter. Thomas topside right. Now for Andrews Fulton. Left side out of Council. Head of the key down to Thomas. Goes right to the lane. Dumps it down for Council. It's picked off by Davis. Throws it near side left. It hit Bailey in the arm. He comes back to his right. Ran into Chad. Lost his footing. Slipping in the lane. And the ball is going to stay with Bethune-Cookman as Chad Andrews Fulton's going to help up Bailey. Says, thanks very much. I have no idea why he slipped and fell.
My view was obstructed by the official. Did he just fall?
I think he got caught near side of the right, of our right, and it's going to be Davis scoring it. Give him 7 and a free throw coming, make it 29-25. Coppin State with 7:59 to go. That should bring us to the under 8 media timeout, and it will. Free throw coming on the other side. Coppin now leads Bethune-Cookman 29-25. Back after this timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Coppin once led 27-16. Since that point, little 9-2 run by Bethune-Cookman to get right back in it, DC.
Yeah, we had to anticipate that was coming. They're a pretty good team, and they weren't going to just let Coppin State just do what they wanted to do. So you knew the run was coming, and the fact that, we're still up 4 points, playing okay. We're in a good situation.
Davis steps in line left. First one and only one is on the way and good. Davis now with 8. 29-26. Bethune-Cookman back within 3 of Coppin. Karan Davis checked in on that free throw. Trey Thomas on the catch, high side left. Coming right to the Andrews Fulton screen. Kick out right side. Said wants a 3, and it's good. 32-26, Coppin State. Bailey trying to turn right. Swings it out right side. Tab wants an answer 3. That's good. He's got 9. 32-29. Coppin by 3. 7:20 to go in the opening half.
They did a good job of answering that 3 by Council. It's good to see him shoot the ball a little more because he's capable.
Council has it high right. Shovels it left side now to Thomas. Trey coming to his right. Reverse it off to Davis. Left wing behind the arc. Looks down to the far block with 10 to go to Andrews Fulton. Facing up on the defender. Looking. Backing his way in. Turns. Fires it up with the right hand. Back of the rim. No good. Rebound Bailey. On the run back right to left to the head of the key. Shovels it back right side. Tab thought about a 3. Lost the handle. Andrews Fulton tried a quick outlet now for Morgan. Lob to the rim. Thrown out of bounds. Bailey says, my fault.
Both teams were sloppy on that. Coppin looked sloppy, and then Bethune was sloppy on the alley-oop. Sometimes don't be fancy, just be good.
We're in each other's minds right there, DC. In each other's minds. 6.5 to go. opening half. Thomas on the catch. And a hold call against Brandon Tabb. That's his first. You said it more eloquently than I would have.
I stole that from my high school basketball coach, Morgan Wooten of DeMatha Catholic High School. It's one of his many phrases, but he that says so much in life. Don't be fancy, just be good.
Trey Thomas, nothing fancy about the old school three. He knocks it down. He's on the board to make it a 35-29 Coppin lead, and what an answer off the window for Altidore to give him 4. The margin is 4, 35-31 Coppin. Thomas, far side left to Morgan. Looking, lobs it high right out of Andrews Fulton. Chad look back door. There's Morgan, glass and good. 37-31, Coppin State by 6, 5:50 to go first half. Rimming off and a 3-ball out of the hand of Tabb, and it's last touched by Houston Smith out of bounds. Back to Coppin State. 5:46 to go. First half. DC, with the program the way it is right now in Juan's first year, they're still getting used to playing with the lead. Right side, Morgan, airball on that deep 3. Far side left now, Diakite with the rebound up the right side. Tabb steps into a 3, rimming off, and we've got a foul on 3 attempt on Trey Thomas.
That's always a bad foul. To your point, though, this is still an adjustment period. And Coach Dixon has implemented a system that is far different than any of these guys have ever played. It's what Coach believes in, and he thinks that we have the personnel who can execute this. But it takes time. And especially down the stretch when games are close and execution is so important, and that's when, you hear about a team has to learn how to win. That's what we're talking about, is the last minute and a half when you must execute. The defensive pressure is amped up just that much more, and it's more pressure on doing the little things. So as we progress and get through the season even more, winning in the last 2 minutes is the key to winning games.
Altidore just checked out. Davis is back on. And the third attempt by Tabb forthcoming. All 3 are good. Tabb's got 12, 37-34. Coppin by 3, 5.5 to go.
You never like to see fouling a three-point shot.
Thomas now to the jump circle. In between the rings, has Davis to his left, Morgan to his right. Set on the catch. Now to Morgan. A touchback to Thomas, left side Davis. 10 to shoot. Karan goes left of the lane, dumps it off to Council. Swings it head of the key. Thomas, jab step left, kicks it out left corner. Council, step-in jumper, rimming off with one on the shot clock. Thomas resets it, now to Davis. Right side Morgan, back to Davis. Finds Andrews Fulton, right of the lane, back of the rim, no good. Tapped out, and here comes Tabb on the run out. Right side, deep 3, rimming off. Not Lamar Morgan type 3, no.
And you heard Coach Dixon, hold it. Let's slow this thing down. We're not going to get into this running match with these guys.
Council Jr., high left to Morgan. Morgan coming right at the screen. Back to Trey Thomas. Goes right at the Andrews Fulton screen. Floats it up in the lane. Back of the rim and off.
Get back.
Rebound to Smith. Up the right side now for Tabb. Tabb swings it off head of the key. Coming left to right with it. Diakite blocked by Council Jr. Into the hands of Philly. Outlet now for Davis.
Great defense by Council, showing his length.
Karan with a pull-up, right at the rim, no. Council Jr. the rebound, shovels it back out. Morgan wants a deep 3 from the logo, good. Lamar Morgan with 10, 40-34 Coppin. 3:54 to go, and the shot clock never moved. Shot clock to 26. Brandon Tabb, the inbound right in front of us, not before. Altidore's going to check in, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:54 to go in the opening half. It's now Coppin State 40, Bethune-Cookman 34. Back after this timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Well, just past 5 o'clock on a Saturday here in Baltimore, PEC at Coppin State University. Tom Barley, Derek Carter with you. DC, it's snowing outside, and it's raining in here from 3.
I like that. I like that. Let's keep it raining and let's stop the snow. That's what we want to do. No snow.
Traveling violation on Isaiah Bailey out of the media timeout. 3:50 to go in the half. Now, you talked about that learning curve. You have a lead of 40-34, closing out the first half. Oslander's coming back as Keandre Fair checked in out of the timeout. You have to close the half the right way.
That's so true. And if you look back to previous games, Coppin has had a decent lead at about 2 minutes left in the half, and then somehow you let them close it to 3, 4, 5 points. It makes a difference at the second half. So let's see how this next 3:45 plays out.
Davis to Fair, left side Morgan.
Well, that was close.
Morgan checking his left arm to see if he got fouled. Right side Davis, 15 to shoot. Coming to his left, hesitation dribble, kicks it out left side to Morgan. Nearly lost the handle, he did. Right to left, out the door, runs the length of the floor, poked away by Davis, and it's last touched by Karan Davis out of bounds. What hustle.
Great hustle.
By the graduate transfer, Karan Davis.
Great hustle. I was just thinking to myself, don't be smart. Be smart. Don't foul him. And he didn't. He hustled and was able to prevent the easy layup.
3:20 and counting here in the first half. Bailey out of the corner, top side of the right to Smith. Back to Bailey. Step left 3 off the right wing, right of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Smith on the run, left it well short, but he's fouled. Karan Davis with his second. Wouldn't be surprised to see Lucian Brownlee check back in to replace Karan Davis, who's got 2 fouls here late in the half. Line left, Smith puts it on the way and good. 40-35, Coppin State.
It looks like Coach Dixon's going to trust his senior to be able to make it through these 3 minutes and not pick up his third foul.
Smith got them both, give him 4. 40-36, Coppin State with the 3-minute mark closing in. Davis, top side of the right, now to Fair. Looked right, hands it off to his left to Morgan. Now to Davis on the right, coming to his left. Gives it up to Sed. He wants a 3 off the left wing, and line drives it home.
I thought he may have rushed that a little bit.
Makes it 43-36, Coppin State by 7. Pinned in the corner is Tab. Gives it back to Smith. Smith topside right, hands it back to Tab. Runs strong to the glass, and good. Brandon Tab, hands extended, going, what else do I have to do? 43-38, Coppin by 5, 2.5 to go. Davis coming left to right on the bounce. Now head of the key, got a screen from Council. Coming left of the lane, faces up the free throw line, blocked on the way up. And then Council Jr. just picked up his third. Chad Andrews-Fulton has to re-enter with 7 points, 8 boards, and 2 fouls. Hopefully he doesn't pick up his third with 2:13 to go in the half.
See, Council has to realize he has 2 fouls, and you really have to be careful going down the stretch of the half. That was a little unfortunate, but you have to be aware of that.
So line left, front end is on the way, rim, and it lipped in. Very kind roll for Diakite, makes it 43-39. Second one's good. Diakite's got 2 points in this game to make it 43-40 Coppin State. It was 7 points a moment ago.
I think we jinxed them.
Davis, high right to Andrews-Fulton. Andrews-Fulton now to Oslander, top side left. Top side of the right now to Davis. Davis goes right of the lane, has to back it out with 10 to shoot now to Andrews-Fulton. Skip pass far side left to Fair. Catches, dribbles left baseline, swings it back to Davis. One extra pass to Morgan in the corner from 3. He thought he was fouled. It went long left to Diakite. He'll run it back on Oslander. Run to the lane, lost the handle. And we're going the other way on the reach-in foul on Diakite. That's his first. You mentioned sprinting back. Oslander did his job, knocked it loose, and then created the contact.
Hustle. When you hustle, good things happen.
Coach Wooten didn't say that?
Of course he said.
Okay. Was it on the board as a quote, I'm saying?
Of course.
Okay, just checking.
The guy was full of quotes.
Full of wins, too. He's got plenty of them, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Andrews Fulton with under 90 seconds to go in a half. Gave it up right side for 3. Fair goes back of the rim, no good. Here comes Bailey, right to left. Head of the key, backs it out. Turns right of the lane, runs it strong on Morgan. Glass no good. Morgan the rebound now for Karan Davis. Crossing the time stripe with 70 seconds to go in the first half. Give it back to Morgan, coming left. Now to Davis, left wing behind the arc. Left corner Oslander. Feeds it off to Andrews Fulton, left elbow. A minute to go. Oslander going left. Floats it up, rimming off. Rebound Diakite, coming back right to left. Into the forecourt, gave it up to Altidore, pardon me. It's Tab with the 3, rimming off. Bethune-Cookman resets it now. Altidore in the jump circle. And a timeout, Wildcats, with 41.6 to go. We're back in 30 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network. So Bethune-Cookman calls a timeout, about a 15.5-second differential game in shot clock. 41.6 game, 26 seconds on the shot clock. Fans, one team, one dream, one dance. 2018 MEAC basketball tournament right around the corner. Tickets are now on sale. This year's tournament runs from March 5th through the 10th at Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia. DC and I will be there courtside. Each and every game Coppin State is in. You can log on right now, MEACHoops.com, for more information. Tickets can be purchased in the athletic ticket office or through Ticketmaster.com. That's March 5th through the 10th in Norfolk, Virginia for the 2018 MEAC basketball tournament. Can't wait.
Oh, man, I can't wait. Tournament play, I don't care what conference, it's always exciting. And, you know, our situation is whoever wins the tournament makes it to the big dance. So everything's on the line. Every game, everything's on the line.
43-40. Coppin with the lead. Inbound, Tab to Bailey. Bailey lobs it back to your side, left to Tab. Step back 3 out of the corner. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Morgan. 3.5-second margin now between the game and the shot clock.
I expected more out of them coming out of that timeout. I mean, we'll take that shot any day.
It was quick, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Shot clock to 15. Davis on the bounce and a timeout, Coppin State. We will keep it here as Juan Dixon has a thought in mind of which way he wants to go with this potential final offensive set of the opening half. Up by 3.
Coach has a lot of options on what he can run.
As we had a previous look, as you now see the huddle on our video stream, when they go back to the wide shot of the forecourt, as Coach Dixon has the dry erase board, any area within the forecourt is Lamar Morgan territory.
And see, I'm talking about options, and I think you're zeroed in on number 22 launching one. Let's see what happens with Karan, with the ball in Karan's hands. Will Coach Dixon play a little two-man basketball?
Oh, I have a feeling the first look's going to go right to the rim. If there is a kick out,
you know who they're kicking it out to.
Indeed. Fair on the inbound.
Let's see.
Inbounds to the backcourt now for Davis. Davis into the forecourt. 10 to shoot. Ball screen hand off to Fair. Head of the key now to Davis. 7. Down to 6. Right side Morgan. Step left. 3 off the right wing. He fell down. It goes wide left. Right to left it's Collins. Into the forecourt. Launches from the head of the key for 3. Rimming off. At the end of the first half, it is Coppin State 43, Bethune-Cookman 40. Back after a timeout with the sounds of the first half. That's next on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Unlike in Roman times, when you could become the sport.
Is this section G?
I don't know.
I don't know. Uh-oh. Ow.
Get the ultimate sports experience at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time.
That courtside here at the PEC at the break, where Coppin State has a 43-40 lead on Bethune-Cookman. Largest lead of the opening half for both teams. Bethune-Cookman by 4 at 7-3. Coppin, their first lead, or largest lead I should say, was 11 at 27-16. And then from that point forward, it is a 24-16 run by the Wildcats to cut the margin to 3.
Well, that certainly goes in line of what we were talking about of closing out the half, and it's evident that Bethune-Cookman understands the importance of closing out a half strong, and Coppin State has to learn again how to close out a half strong. And again, here we're going to be the second half, we're going to have to close out the game.
The other issue that's presenting itself in the opening half, Andrews, Fulton, Davis each with 2. Cedric Council Jr., 3 personal fouls. The only foul trouble for Bethune-Cookman, Davis has 2.
Yeah. And every name you named our big guys. Fortunately, we do have Jordan Hardwick available. I thought Coach Dixon may have put him in the game towards the end of the half, just to try to preserve a couple of those fouls on the big guys, but we'll see.
Game high scores, Brandon Tabb, 14 points for Bethune-Cookman. Lamar Morgan with a team high of 10. When we come back, second half action between Coppin State and Bethune-Cookman. 43-40 Eagles at the break on the Coppin State Sports Network. That court shot at the PEC, joined by assistant coach Phil Gaetano in that opening half, 27-16, and then Bethune-Cookman closed out the half 24-16 to trail by just 3. What'd you tell the guys at the break?
Told them continue what we're doing in the first half. We did a really good job in transition defense. They're one of the best transition teams we've seen. We got to keep them off the free throw line better. You know, they've shot 15 free throws. We got to do a better job showing our hands, not fouling, and just continue to do what we do. They have, 0 fast break points and only 4 second chance points. That's going to be a big key this half.
Concern with Council with 3 and Andrews, Fulton, and Davis each with 2.
Definitely a concern for us. Those guys have to play smart. They got to show their hands. They got to do a better job sliding their feet and getting back and getting our defense set. As a coaching staff, we're going to have to manage that. Jordan may have to give us some minutes here. Some other guys off the bench may have to give us some minutes, and we're going to have to fight through it.
How big is Brandon Tabb right now for them at 14 points?
He's a really good player. Yeah, no, he's a really good player. He's tough. I think we did a decent job on him. He made 3 threes that were all tough shots, got to the free throw line a little bit. We're just going to have to keep fighting, keep making guys like that take tough shots.
Does he remind you of a guy from Sacred Heart a couple years ago? He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he reminds me of a few guys. He's one kid I play with, Shane Gibson. He's really similar to him in terms of his ability to make tough shots and kind of get it going. Shane scored about 2,600 points, so he's a really good player.
Key to the second half.
Got to keep him off the free throw line. Got to get our defense set in transition. That's going to be the key.
Philly, appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
There it is. Phil Gaetano, assistant coach with Coppin State. Appreciate his time as always. And we're back with the second half in 60 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network. Back courtside at the PEC. Todd Barley with DC. Eric Carter, athletic director here at Coppin State. Eagles have a 43-40 lead over Bethune-Cookman. As we get set for the second half, our live video crew. Corey's with us courtside. Bob is in master control. We've got Brian Williams, Justin Hawkins, keeping everything square on the radio side in master control. And it is horrendous outside right now. It's perfect in here. Got a great game going. But outside, it's awful.
In talking to a few people, I think it looks worse than it is. Like, we can look over there and look at the snow is falling, but it's not on the road, so everyone can have a safe trip home. You can enjoy the day, enjoy this great MEAC basketball, and still make it home safely.
I appreciate the thought. Just a short drive home.
I know.
So back to live action we go. 43-40, Coppin by 3. Andrews Fulton coming right to left, hands it off to Davis. Davis head of the key. Right side Morgan. Right corner kick to Fair. Give it back to Andrews Fulton, high right. Strong to the rack, off the side of the window, no. Stead knocks it free, bouncing out left corner. Morgan wants a 3, back of the rim, no good. Left to right, Bethune-Cookman with it now. First possession of the second half. Bailey backs it out left wing behind the arc and hands it off to Altidore.
It's too bad Council didn't just turn around and shoot that ball instead of dishing it back out.
Altidore with it, holds high, feeds it right side to Tab. Tab dump it down now to Davis. Davis, top side of the right now to Altidore. Lobs it inside to Davis, knocked away. Fair with it, right to left. Checks the rearview mirror. Oh, he went over and back.
That was close, wasn't it?
Gave it up to Karan Davis. Davis, head of the key, got bumped off by Altidore. That's his second. If we can get a quick look at that in the booth upstairs, if indeed he did go over and back, that was a close one.
Well, we're not going to – sometimes you just got to take a little luck every now and then. It was close, though.
Morgan on the inbound now for Davis. Davis high right now to Cedric Council Jr. Top side of the right to Fair. Gave it up to Davis. Near side left, Lamar Morgan. Dump it down to Davis. Kicks it out to Lamar Morgan. Coming to his right. Got to the free throw line, into the lane. Got it to drop and got fouled, Lamar Morgan.
You know, Morgan is such a distance jump shooter. There have been numerous times he's gone to the hole and able to get the and one, because I think people are playing him so much for the jump shot.
Bailey the foul, his first. Morgan cashes that free throw, give him 13. The lead back to 2 possessions at 46-40. Altidore, top side of the right. Nearly 90 seconds into the second half. Turns right around a double screen. Lost the handle. Fair with it, over the top. Finds Morgan. Morgan had it stolen back by Tab. He outran the field. That's a big steal for Tab. Lost the handle. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up by Andrews Fulton. Down the floor for Morgan.
Oh, he did it again. Look at that.
Altidore coming back left to right. Top side of the right, Tab wants a 3. It's on the way, good. He's got 17, 46-43.
Tough. 2 opportunities to get fast break points and get out hustled.
Top side of the right. Council Jr. now to Davis. Thought about a 3, defended by Altidore. Coming to the right to the head of the key. Step back 3 for Karan Davis. Rim it off. Andrews Fulton battling again. Knocked it free and then bumped off Isaiah Bailey. That's his third. That comes 17:45 to go second half. That's the last thing we wanted to see is Chad picking up his third. So now it's Brandon Tabb to inbound with 17 points for Bethune-Cookman. Gives it up to Altidore. Altidore hands it off. Top side left now to Bailey. Bailey head of the key. Gave it up to Tabb. He wants that 3. Rim it off. Right to left comes Davis. Davis right side to Morgan. Catch and fire 3. It's on the way. Rim it off. Andrews Fulton offensive rebound and follow. It's good. Makes it 48-43. Coppin a bit of breathing room at 5 points with the lead.
Andrews Fulton just so many times seems to be in the right place at the right time.
Turn around at the free throw line by Davis. Back of the rim, no. Morgan, a quick outlet now for Davis. Davis on the run out. Had Fair in the left corner. Didn't see him. Davis, reverse it off to Council. He wants a 3. Right of the rim, no good. Rebound to Diakite. He'll bring it left to right to the forecourt. Hands it off to Bailey. Bailey left wing behind the arc. Now head to the key. Brandon Tabb. Tabb going right of the lane. Kick out right corner. Penetration by Altidore. Davis, I thought, went up clean with him, and they're going to call, I believe, Lamar Morgan on the block with a hold.
You're talking about bailing someone out. The guy jumps in the air, has nowhere to go, and they call a foul on him.
Morgan was off the ball.
Yeah.
They wanted to verify the foul at the table to make sure that was right. Lamar Morgan said, "Why are you calling it on me?" It keeps Karan Davis from picking up his third. At the 16:40 mark, second half. 48-43, Coppin State leads Bethune-Cookman. Right side back out for Tabb. Tabb with a fadeaway. It's on the way and good. He's got 19.
That's a tough shot.
Makes it 48-45, Coppin State. Davis right to left of the head of the key. Now to Council, right elbow. Facing up on Davis. Zips it to Karan Davis, head of the key as we close in on 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now for Andrews Fulton. Back to Karan Davis, left side. Bounce it off head of the key. Morgan back to Davis. Thought about that 3. 7 to shoot. Step left. 2 is on the way. Good, Karan Davis. 50-45, Coppin State. And we've got another quick whistle on the doorstep, and Andrews Fulton thinks it's his 4th. It is. It brings us to the under-16 media timeout at 15:56 to go. Coppin State leads Bethune-Cookman 50-45. Back at 60 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network. That court shot at the PEC here at Coppin State University. Todd Barley, Derek Carter with you. 50-45, Coppin State leads Bethune-Cookman. Now Chad Andrews Fulton, he's that garbage guy we like to call, cleaning up everything around the basket. But he's out of the game with 4 fouls for the moment.
Let's see who we substituted. Borden Auslander, not Hardwick.
Inbound comes to Chantrez Davis, top side of the right. Gave it up to Tab. He wants a 3, rimming off. Second time in this game he's been fouled, attempting a 3. Fair with the foul. And here comes Lucian Brownlee. Fair with his first. And you send Brandon Tab, Bethune-Cookman's leading scorer, the transfer out of Central Florida, to the free throw line for 3 attempts. First one's on the way and good. Give him 20. He can make this a 50-48 game if he makes all 3, and he's 2/3 of the way there. Where's the snow when you need it?
He's shooting them with a lot of confidence, too.
You know, we have the snow outside just a little,
You asking for snow inside?
to slow them down.
Oh. Well, they can be slowed down in other ways.
Just checking. Because right now, Bethune-Cookman has the pedal on the floor.
Yeah.
Down by 2. Tab with 22. 50-48 Coppin State. 15:45 to go.
I like the substitution of Brownlee in the game. Trying to get a little more offense.
Auslander head of the key. Davis near side left to Brownlee. Brownlee going left toward the corner. Defended by Tab. That's his second. They call a hold as he was using a lot of his body to direct Brownlee into that corner. It comes with 8 to shoot. There's the reset to 30.
Yeah.
Now they're going to knock it down to 20. Kick out right corner. Morgan catching fire 3. It's on the way. Back of the rim. No good. Rebound to Tab. Over the top. Bailey on the catch. Coming left to right in the lane. Shovels a no look for a 2-hand dunk for Davis. And the game is tied at 50.
That was a nice play on their part.
Make it a 34-23 Wildcats run to knot it at 50 after Coppin led by 11. Morgan got caught in midair, finds Davis between the rings, 9 to shoot. Council Jr. sets the screen. Davis goes right of it to the free throw line, faces, fires, back of the rim, no. Rebound to Cedric Council Jr., and he's fouled. It's on Isaiah Bailey, that's his second.
Offensively, we're not looking in sync right now.
Off the inbound, Davis, looking, gets it in to Auslander, far side to the right. And the shot clock
Dixon,
reset all the way to 30.
Coach Dixon had to make that call for the officials. He was screaming shot clock, due to Council's offensive rebound. There should have been a reset.
Karan Davis from the baseline. Far side of the basket from our location. Lobs it in, Council Jr. Ball screen hand up back to Davis. Right side. Gave it up to Morgan. Back to Davis. Top side left Auslander. Back to Lamar Morgan between the rings. Coming left of the screen. Picked up the bounce. Gave it up now for Brownlee. Left side behind the arc. 15 to shoot. Coming to his right. Gave it up to Morgan. Runs in the lane. Lost the handle. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up by Cedric Council Jr. Rolls it right side. Davis along the sideline trying to call timeout, or was it out of bounds? Out of bounds. Last touch by Karan Davis. And now a double foul has been called.
He had a lot of guys going after the ball aggressively.
I believe he went double foul, not double technical foul, one each way. So Davis his third, Tab his third. And it may well be a double technical, which means one each way. Indeed.
Double technical. That's right.
Everybody stays in the game. It just adds up as a third foul each way.
Yeah, it's probably a good job on the officials because they had to.
Each team at 5 team fouls second half, and now I believe Brownlee just picked up a foul. His second, 6th on Coppin State as a team. And here comes Hardwick. Your prediction comes true.
That's why it's so fortunate to have him back this game with the length that Bethune-Cookman brings. He's definitely needed.
He replaces Council Jr. in a 50-all deadlock. Near side to the right, Bailey right to the doorstep, fights one up in the lane. Back iron, no. The last touched by the Wildcats, out of bounds. .14 minutes to go. Oslander to inbound now for Karan Davis.
Let's see if Coppin can demonstrate a little better offensive continuity here.
Davis, high right feet to Oslander.
Get a good shot.
Oslander near side left into the hands of Morgan. Swings it back right side for Oslander. Picked off. Running strong with a two-hand finish. Is Diakite. Give him 4. And now what do we have?
They called the travel. They called the travel, but once again, the offensive continuity was not good for Coppin State, throwing the ball away.
So wipe away the dunk, keep it at 50-50. And I believe a bench warning on Bethune-Cookman. Shot clock, pardon me, reset from 27 to 29.
I think Bethune-Cookman, 2 of their players were just having a chat with Coach Dixon.
Brownlee with it head of the key. Bounce it off high right now to Brownlee. Check that. Hardwick, step back 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Tab. But whatever they said, everybody was laughing.
And you see he's making a substitution with Traore.
Tab runs it up and scores, give him 24. And Bethune-Cookman retakes the lead at 52-50 in a timeout, Coppin State. 13-15 to go. It's now Bethune-Cookman 52, Coppin State 50. Back after a 30-second timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Team MEAC basketball tournament is back at Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia. It's 6 days of non-stop action as your favorite MEAC men's and women's basketball teams battle it out on the court for the right to play in the big dance. Get your tickets today at MEACHoops.com. Member institutions and Ticketmaster. March 5th through 10th at Scope Arena as the road to the big dance goes through Norfolk.
Back courtside here at the PEC at Coppin State
Tickets
University.
for
Tom
the
Harley with
Mid-Eastern
Derek Carter.
Athletic Conference
Looking for
basketball
all the
tournament,
latest MEAC scores, stories, and schedules, log on to MEACsports.com to find all of your MEAC needs. You can get there from CoppinStateSports.com as well.
Absolutely.
So Coppin led 27-16. Well, since then, 36-23. And Bethune-Cookman has retaken the lead, their first since 7-3 in the opening half.
I think it tells the story. If you look at second half field goal percentage, Bethune is shooting 57% and Coppin State is shooting 27%. That kind of tells it all, doesn't it?
Indeed. Shot selection.
Come on, let's go, KD. Hey, let's keep out the boat. Let's go.
13-15 to go. Oslander to inbound. Now for Karan Davis. Davis on the march, coming right to left of the forecourt. Top side left Oslander. Bounce it off down to Traore. Traore facing up. Looking to hand it off. Now puts it on the floor. Ball screen hand up to Oslander. Left wing behind the arc. 8 to shoot. Lob it back to Traore. Traore in the lane. Swings it back to Oslander with 3. Down to 2. He's not going to get one off. Shot clock violation on Coppin State. At 12:45 to go.
Not good coming out of a timeout like that.
Tab will be helped up off the floor. Now they're going to get the towel and the mop out. And make sure everything's buttoned up here, lane left.
You cannot come out of a timeout like that and not get a shot off. That is not, I'm sure Coach Dixon is not happy with that.
So now on the run back, Altidore with it. Takes it left side just inside the arc. Feeds it off head of the key now to Tab. Tab curls right to the elbow. Launches back of the rim, no good. Rebound Davis. Davis on the run back right to left to the forecourt. Swings it right side now to Traore. Top side of the right to Brownlee. Brownlee back to Davis head of the key. Near side left to Oslander. Wants a 3. It's on the way. Rim and off. Battle for the rebound will stay here.
Great job of blocking out by Traore.
Good job, Adam.
Isaiah Bailey picks up his 3rd. Comes at 12:10 to go. 6th on Bethune-Cookman as a team.
That still cannot be the shot that Coach Dixon expected.
Davis from the baseline to inbound. He looks. And he can't get it in. 5 count. Turnover, Coppin State.
That was a quick 5. I mean, no question that the execution wasn't great, but it was a quick 5.
Altidore to the jump circle, approaching head of the key. High right feed to Bailey. Bailey, right side behind the arc to Tab. Runs it into the right hand and missed everything wide left. Davis coming back for Coppin State. Bouncing off to Oslander. Going strong to the rack and scores. And we're tied at 52.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
11:43 to go. Next dead ball is a media timeout. Davis turning left of the lane. Got fouled on the turn. And I believe it is on Jordan Hardwick. It is his 2nd. It's also the 7th Coppin team foul. So free throws, I believe, in one and the bonus when we come back. 11:38 to go. Tied at 52 between Coppin State and Bethune-Cookman on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Attending Coppin full-time, getting his 4-year degree, preparing for a lucrative career. Kimberly took time off to start a family and now attends Coppin part-time and enjoys the affordability and supportive environment. Kazim wants to change careers and finds that Coppin provides the flexibility he needs to keep working while getting that 2nd degree. Coppin State University, something different to everyone, something special for you.
Backcourt side of the PEC. 11:38 to go. Tied at 52. And they'll line it up. Free throw line to the right from our vantage point. On radio, on TV, it's line left. Chantrez Davis. 2 free throws forthcoming. First one's on the way. It's good. 53-52. Bethune-Cookman back in front. Second one's good. Davis now with 12. 54-52. Bethune-Cookman. And they go to a press. Oslander coming back right to left. Keeps the bounce alive. Now to the forecourt. Defended by Altidore. Gives it up to Karan Davis. Shot clock now at 15. Top side left out of Brownlee. Coming to his right. Swings it off to Davis, head of the key. Davis wants a three for the lead. It's on the way back of the rim, no good. Long rebound out to Diakite up the left side now to Bailey. Threw it to the rim for Diakite for a dunk, and he missed everything. Brownlee into the forecourt. Kick out left corner to Davis. Goes baseline left. Lost the handle because he was fouled.
Got a foul.
And I believe it's Altidore with his third. So Karan Davis will now step to the free throw line. 5 points in this game. And has yet to hit a three in the game.
You know, he hasn't been shooting the ball great lately, and you know, when you're a scorer, when you're a shooter, and your shot's not falling, you have to keep shooting, but you also have to do all of the other little things.
Davis in the front end of a one-hand bonus knocks it down to make it 54-53. Bethune-Cookman, and now we're going to have a conversation between two officials as Armani Collins is back in the Wildcats lineup. And everybody has to adjust the wardrobe.
Yeah, you got to look good. You look good, you play good. But as I was saying with Davis, okay, you're not shooting the ball well on your threes, but make your free throws. Make sure you run the offense the way that it should be run. Get layups and get yourself to the free throw line as much as you can.
Davis got them both. Deadlocks is at 54. Under 11 minutes to go. Altidore gave it down to Davis. Blocked on the way up. Brownlee the block. Here comes Davis right to left. Kick out left side Oslander. Left corner Brownlee for three. He's feeling it. Rim it off. Rebound Diakite up the left side now. To the forecourt. Nearly losing the handle was Houston Smith. Back to the top. Altidore with dribble penetration. Rimming off the foul on Adam Traore. His first. That comes at 10:34 to go. Altidore line to the right. Line left on TV. First one on the way, rimming off.
Who's got three? You got four. Karan's got 21. Lamar's got who's got three?
Second attempt, rim, and it rattles home. Altidore now with 5, 55-54. Bethune-Cookman by 1, 10.5 to go. Davis into the forecourt. Top side left, swings it right side out of Oslander. Oslander steps inside that arc on the right wing, gave it up to Brownlee. 15 to shoot. Lucien against a 2-3 zone, backs it out with 10. Now to Davis, top side left with 9. Back to Brownlee, right side, a deep three. Back of the rim, no. The long rebound is tracked down by Altidore. And on the ball reversal left side, it's last touch by Bethune-Cookman out of bounds. And now hold the phone. They're going to reverse that call, which is the proper call.
No, it was the right call. You know, long shots draw long rebounds. So instead of taking off, you know, you got to kind of take a peek and make sure you're not going to get that long rebound that could be in your favor.
Altidore gave it up to Tab. He wants a three, rimming off. Rebound Traore. Swings it back to Davis. Davis with numbers to the forecourt. Swings it back to Traore. Back to Davis, top side left. Now to Traore. Jump stop at the free throw line. Dumped it down on the doorstep, and the dunk attempt got wedged between the rim and the backboard on the Jordan Hardwick dunk attempt. That comes at 9:43 to go. Davis will check back in and replace Houston Smith. It remains a Bethune-Cookman 55-54 lead. 9:40 to go.
One additional year that we'll have with him in the weight room, that doesn't happen next year.
Davis turns right, hooks it up with the right hand, can't get it to drop. His follow, and he's fouled.
Traore?
Hardwick, his third. Free throw line to the right. Davis cannot connect. Here comes Cedric Council Jr. We'll pause 10 seconds for station ID here on the Coppin State Sports Network. Davis split a pair, give him 13. That lead ever so slight at 56-54, 9.5 to go. Brownlee and Davis playing two-man in the backcourt against the pesky press, if you will. Brownlee with the handle. Far side right to Davis. Now to Brownlee, head of the key. Near side left. Oslander bounce it off. Traore left of the lane. He traveled. That comes at 9:10 to go. Brandon Tabb with the handle. He'll come left to right to the forecourt. High left on the bounce, goes left of the lane, glass, rim, and good. Give him 26. 58-54. The lead is now 4 for Bethune-Cookman. Cedric Council Jr. the catch. Against a 2-3 zone, reverse it high left to Oslander. Oslander curls to his right, dumps it down, far block to Traore, turns left, swings it left side to Davis. Thought about a three, steps right, launches the 15-footer, rimming off, but a whistle and a foul.
Was that a three?
The foul is on Diakite, his second. Unfortunately, just a 2.
Davis tried the old trick to try to back up to make it appear to be a 3.
Rimming off the free throw attempt.
Have to make the free throws.
Second would again make it a 3-point game, and it will. Davis now with 8. 58-55, Bethune-Cookman. Left to right comes Altidore. Top side of the right. Got a devastating screen from Davis. Right side kick out. 3 balls good for Tad. Give him 29. 61-55, Bethune-Cookman. Davis the handle now for Traore. Traore with it. Left corner. Brownlee wants an answer 3. It's good.
It's a big 3.
Give him 12 and make it 61-58, Bethune-Cookman. Out to Dort, left side. Collins wants a 3. Glass no good. Rebound Traore. Runs in traffic. Now to the forecourt. Kick out left side. Davis a 3 to tie. Good. Karan Davis.
Good shot. Good transition bucket.
His first 3 ties us at 61.
Sure is. He was doing an offer, so we needed that big 3.
Just picking a spot. Tab got bumped off by Brownlee. It's Lucian's third and brings us to the under 8 media timeout. It comes at 7:25 to go. Coppin and Bethune-Cookman not in a great one at 61. We're back at 60 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Student Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game, they're playing to win at life. Because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
Once again, a reminder, if you need limo, sedan, coach bus, or party bus services, contact American Limousines, proud bus provider and sponsor of Coppin Athletics. American Limousines, your one stop for any event. And don't forget to join Christian Liberty Church tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the auditorium of Frederick Douglass High School. Visit Christian Liberty Church.
61 all with 7:25 to go, and Brandon Tabb needed 11 to get to 1,000 points in his career, becoming the 30th member of that club in Bethune-Cookman history. DC, he's got 29 in the game. He's well on his way to 2,000.
And not only does he have 29, but I don't know if you've noticed, he's having a very interesting conversation with our student section as he's running up and down the floor.
Tabb puts the free throw on the way and good. Give him an even 30. 62-61, Wildcats.
Number 11, Sufi Diakite, back in the game for Bethune-Cookman.
What's the issue at the scorer's table? It seemed like Bethune-Cookman wanted to have a conversation about a substitution or something. Tabb got them both, give him 31. 63-61. Bethune-Cookman by 2. Brownlee with the head of the key. Bouncing off high left now to Traore. Traore, left corner. Davis wants a 3 for the lead. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound Smith, hands it off to Tabb. He'll come back across the time stripe with less than 7 minutes to go. Tabb wants a 3. Rim halfway, down and out. Karan Davis the rebound. Back into the forecourt, top side right. Hesitation dribble, got to the free throw line. Reversed it out right side to Brownlee. Brownlee coming to his left, lost the handle because he was fouled.
Fouled by Tabb.
That's his 4th. That's where that double technical foul against he and Karan Davis plays a huge factor.
Sure does.
With 6:45 to go.
You would have to think that Coppin's going to go at him now with 4 fouls.
He has been their offense, DC. 14 in the first half, 17 in the second half, 31 for the game.
Yeah, 6 minutes, have to get him out.
Brownlee line left, cans the free throw. Give him 13.
And you see Coach Ritter understood to get him out of the game with 4 fouls.
They bring back Armani Collins, scoreless, no fouls. Second one by Brownlee, rim glass good. Lucian now with 14, 63-63. We are tied for the 6th time.
Nice soft rims in the PEC this evening.
It's the snow effect.
You think so?
Right side, 3 ball on the way, and Collins drains it. 66-63, Bethune-Cookman, and a timeout on the floor, which comes with 6:25 to go. And the Wildcats a 3-point lead. Back at 30 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network.
30-second timeout charge for the Eagles.
So it was a called 30-second timeout. The official then extended it to a full, and then came back to the scorer's table and said, well, it's only 30. And in the meantime, it's been a full.
I think his last conversation at the table clarified everything, I hope anyway.
Coppin with 1 timeout remaining according to the scoreboard. Bethune-Cookman with 2 with 6:22 to go. 66-63. Bethune-Cookman. Traore swings it left side to Morgan, who checked it out of the timeout, and he's fouled by Houston Smith. That's his 1st. And I believe this will put Bethune-Cookman over the limit, and it does. 2 fouls. 2 foul shots, I should say, the rest of the way.
That's big. Morgan needs to step up and make both of these now.
He's been been held to 3 points in the second half, 13 for the game. First one's on the way, rim and off. Second Morgan attempt, good. Give him 14 points, 66-64. Bethune-Cookman as we approach 6 minutes to go. Altidore to Collins, top side left, now back to Altidore. Coming to his right. Step back three is on the way, rim glass and off, loose ball tapped out to the corner, Traore tracks it down. Now for Karan Davis into the forecourt. Now for Traore, far side of the right to Morgan. Bounce it back to Davis. Shot selection will be key here, DC, down the stretch.
It is going to be key.
So now Morgan's got it high left, coming to his right, back to his left. Swings it left side to Traore with 10 to shoot. Traore going baseline left, got to the doorstep, fights it up, glass no good, a lot of contact. He ends up on the floor. Left to right Altidore on the run back, goes strong with the right hand and scores. He's got 7. Technical foul on Juan Dixon. (68-64) Bethune-Cookman. And another technical foul, and Coach Dixon has been ejected. At the 5:17 mark of the second half, trying to protect his player.
Absolutely. His player gets fouled. You know, he makes his statement to the official, and then to call a double, that's extreme.
So they'll sort all of that out at the scorer's table. And technical free throws forthcoming.
Yeah, having said that, though, this is Bethune's up 4 right now, so we're going to give them a lot of opportunities for some free shots.
However, he had a point because Traore that pinballed around down on this end, and then the other end, Altidore went up and scored.
Yeah, he had an excellent point. Getting 1, I think he would have been okay with, but to get 2.
So now Armani Collins will step in, line to the right, for technical free throw attempts.
And he got 2 by 2 different officials, too. You know, one guy calls him on, then another guy kind of is going to back up his guy and call another one.
Rimming off on the first one. Second one for Collins on the way, good. So Collins split a pair, give him 4. 69-64. Collins with 2 more. Makes the front end there to make it 70-64.
Yeah, so you get a little.
Traore checks out. Chad Andrews-Fulton is back in for the first time in a long time. With 5:17 to go. So 3 out of 4 for Armani Collins, line to the right on the technical free throws. Makes it a 7-point margin.
Let's see if that motivates Coppin State a little bit.
5:17 to go. Davis coming right to left.
That's the old baseball move to get thrown out of the game and to motivate your guys.
Davis bouncing high right to Council Jr. Right side to Brownlee. Brownlee back out of the key to Davis. Near side left, right through the hands of Lamar Morgan and out of bounds. Left to right, here comes Altidore. Now to the head of the key. Left of the lane, runs into Andrews-Fulton. Glass no good. What a tap follow by Chantrez Davis. That gives him 15. 9-point margin, 73-64. Andrews-Fulton catches at the elbow. Now to Davis on the right wing behind the arc. Coming left to the Council screen. Now coming back to his right. Zips it far, block Andrews Fulton, backing in on his defender, got fouled on the way up. Fouls on Diakite, that's his third.
His third personal. For the Eagles, number 1, Andrews Fulton, shooting 2.
Chad Andrews Fulton, 9 points in this game. Will step in free throw line. From our broadcast location to our left, right side of the screen. Misses the front end, keep it a 9-point margin with 4:31 to go. Second one's good. Chad's got 10. 73-65. Coppin trails by an 8-point margin. Top side right, Bailey. Lobs it inside. We're going the other way. I think Davis pushed off.
He did. That was a good call by the official.
That's his third. In the absence of Juan Dixon, who's been ejected, John Oslander now takes over as the associate head coach. His call is elbow. Here comes Davis. Now for Andrews Fulton. Left elbow. Looking. Takes a bounce, hands it back to Davis. Coming to his right to the free throw line. Step back three is on the way. Back of the rim, no good. And the long rebound out to Smith. Up the right side, out to Dort. Gave it up strong left to Bailey, and he scores. 75-65, Bethune-Cookman. The ball rolled out into the VIP area. With 3:57 to go, and I believe that would bring us to the under 4 immediate timeout. They're going to inbound the basketball. There was the horn, and they're going to give the basketball back to the official. And it's the under 4 immediate timeout. 3:57 to go. It's now Bethune-Cookman 75, Coppin State 65. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network. Back courtside at the PEC. The last home game will be on Thursday, March 1st against Howard. It's a doubleheader, women at 5:30, the men at 7:30. After this one, Delaware State on Monday at Morgan State. A week from Monday, we'll have that one for you on the Coppin State Sports Network.
At Morgan State, huh?
Yes, I'll see you there.
Okay. I didn't have that one on my calendar, but I'll add it. That one caught me off guard, but it's okay.
Davis into the forecourt, bouncing high right now to Andrews Fulton. Work to do with 3:50 to go. Coppin down by 10. Morgan with it. Right elbow floater is good. Lamar Morgan. Give him 16. 75-67 Coppin. Running strong with it, rimming off for Isaiah Bailey, but he'll get free throws as both teams are well over the limit here in the second half. Zed picked up his fourth. DC before that field goal by Morgan. 27-15 run by Bethune-Cookman after Coppin had a lead at 50-48.
Yeah, we talked about understanding how to win contests, and you can judge by Bethune's record, and they have players who have played a lot of basketball over their career. So many transfers, so they have years at other institutions. They set out time to practice with Bethune, so it's a lot of experience on the floor for Coach Ritter. A lot of interchangeable parts, too.
2 Bailey makes, give him 12, and the lead back to 10. 77-67, 3:23 to go. Brownlee wants an awkward 3 head of the key, rim it off. Rebound to Davis. And Chantrez Davis bounces it off to Altidore. And now Bethune-Cookman can go to their 4 corners, stretch the clock, which is closing in on 3 minutes to go with a 10-point lead offense. Bounce it off to Bailey. Shot clock to 15. He bounces it back to Altidore. Altidore in a jump circle. Trying to break Brownlee down off the bounce. Takes him left to the lane, right to the rim, left it short. And it's last touch by Bethune-Cookman out of bounds. Davis on the inbound with Brownlee. Davis on the march to the jump circle. Bounce it off high right now to Andrews Fulton. Andrews Fulton coming left. The ball screen hand off that of Davis. Top side left now for Morgan. Runs it strong. Hit the underside of the window, and it goes out of bounds. Brandon Tabry enters with 31 points. He's now at 1,021 in his career.
I'm not sure what Lamar Morgan is so upset about.
They zip it to the forecourt. Bailey runs it strong. Glass rim, no, but a whistle and a foul, and Sed's day may be done.
Foul call number 33, Cedric Council Jr. That is his 5th personal
So with
foul.
2:34 to go, Cedric Council Jr. has fouled out.
That's fine. One dribble. That's what I said. Hey, come over here, White. Hey, come on. Come on. Hustle.
So now Sed's coming off. So Oslander, Morgan, Davis, Andrews Fulton, and Lucian Brownlee on the floor for Coppin State. Isaiah Bailey to step in at the free throw line. And the free throw's on the way and good. 78-67 Wildcats. Second one's on the way, good. Bailey's got 14. 79-67 Bethune-Cookman. Top side right, Andrews Fulton on the catch. To the doorstep to Oslander. It's off his hand and out of bounds. They call that a double deflection. He was the last one to touch it.
Last one to touch it.
Left to right tab with it. Right of the jump circle, now top side left. Altidore between the rings. Defended by Brownlee. Hands it off high left now to Tab. Tab coming to his right to the head of the key. Reverse it off left side now for Bailey. Bailey left wing behind the arc to Altidore. Altidore with 8 to shoot. Curls back to the head of the key. Uses the Davis screen. Goes right to the lane. Ducks into the glass and scores. Altidore now with 9. 81-67 Bethune-Cookman. 1:50 to go. Brownlee runs it left to the lane. Going strong to the glass and scores. Brownlee with 16. Makes it 81-69. Timeout Coppin State. We're back in 60 seconds on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Finally, I can see you crystal clear.
81-69 Bethune-Cookman. This was a tie game at 61, at 63, and then Bethune-Cookman took a 66-63 lead, and they've not trailed since.
You got to know how to finish. Bethune has a lot. I'm impressed with Bethune on how they played today. They appear to be very athletic. That's how
Brownlee on the deflection.
Yeah.
Last touch by Tab out of bounds. So with 1:43 to go, the door remains ajar.
It's open. They're very athletic.
Davis on the inbound now. Brownlee launches a quick three, rim it off. Andrews Fulton an offensive rebound, fights it up.
Look at that.
Glass, no. And then getting smacked to the floor was Morgan, I believe on incidental contact. And Bailey was right over there to say, I didn't mean to, honestly.
Every one of Bethune's players were there to kind of help him up and try to prevent anything from being serious.
So Smith with his second. And now Davis and Andrews Fulton having a conversation that appears to be a little more heated. And now I think cooler heads are going to prevail because Chad's going to go to the free throw line when it's all said and done.
Morgan's lip is cut. That's what he's upset about.
So now we're going to have an official come over and check the monitor to see what transpired at the end of that last exchange. That's probably a good move because, DC, you get everybody apart for good 45 seconds to a minute and let everybody cool off a little bit.
That's the best angle. All right, do it again. Roll it back.
81-69, Bethune-Cookman leading Coppin State. We do have free throws coming. And whether there's going to be another foul or a flagrant foul assessed is what they're looking at right now at the monitor.
That's one of those things. Lamar Morgan is not going to be happy unless he gets one answer. He's saying my lip is bleeding, so there's only one answer you can give me after this review.
Well, that MEAC tournament that's coming up March 5th through the 10th, I don't care what the seeds are, DC. That's going to be one for the ages.
So it's wide open.
Keep in mind, Coach Dixon was double teed at 5:17 to go, so he had to hit the exit early. Now the officials have brought the coaches together at the scorer's table. And with 98 seconds to go, they're trying to sort everything out. So a technical foul is going to be assessed on Houston Smith on a post-play foul. Chad Andrews Fulton goes line left and cans the free throw to make it 81-70. Bailey picked up a technical foul. Chad now with 12.
We also had a dead ball technical foul on Bethune-Cookman's number 2, Isaiah Bailey.
Okay, so check the math. Altidore picks up his fourth personal, and then Bailey the T.
Right.
Makes it 81-71 on 2 Andrews Fulton makes, give him 12. And with time stopped, 98 seconds to go, Lamar Morgan got the answer he wanted and buries the free throw.
Like I said, he would not have been happy with that break in the action unless he got the results that he wanted. So this cuts it to 8 with 1:38 remaining.
81-73, and now who gets the basketball? It is going to be Chantrez Davis to inbound for Bethune-Cookman. Gets it into Tab. Tab in the backcourt. Fading away. Skip past near side left to Altidore. Into the forecourt, top side of the right to Davis. He slams on the brakes and goes far side left to Tab. 85 seconds to go. 15 to shoot. Tab runs it in the lane. Swings it top side of the right. Bailey runs it in. Rim and off. Offensive rebound to Diakite, and he fights it up and scores.
Way too easy.
Top side of the right. Brownlee for 3. He drained it. Give him 19. And now coming the other way, Brownlee. After he makes it 83-76 with under a minute to go. Foul assessed on Lamar Morgan. And again, we have a massive humanity getting together on Morgan's third foul. So now Altidore stepping in at the free throw line. Front end on the way, rim and off.
Bird, stop.
Second Altidore free throw. Rim and off. Keep it 83-76, Bethune-Cookman. 55 seconds to go. Davis, head of the key, stops, swings it right side out of Brownlee. A deep 3 is on the way, rim and off. And on the rebound, Andrews Fulton knocked it free. It's last touched by Bailey out of bounds.
Great hustle play again by Andrews Fulton. Going to have to catch and shoot.
Davis to Brownlee, catch and fire 3. It's on the way, good. Brownlee with 22. 83-79. Coppin down by 4. Oslander fouls Isaiah Bailey. It's Kent's first. It comes with 39.8 to go. And now with a 4-point margin. And the way Coppin shoots the 3. Hold on.
Anything can happen. You know, this game can be stretched out for a long time.
So now Bailey will step into the free throw line.
Bailey's on the line.
Both teams well over the limit. First one's on the way. Rim, it fell off. Even if he gets 1, it's still a 2-possession game.
Two-possession game.
Coppin's out of timeouts. Second Bailey attempt. Rim, it popped out. Loose ball rebound. Fought up. Glass rim. No way, but off the travel.
Got the travel.
Diakite with the travel. And I think Bethune-Cookman wants a timeout. He does. Coach Ritter's out to the time stripe going, I can't believe what I'm seeing. With 37.2 to go, we'll keep it right here. Coppin does not need a 3, by the way, DC.
No, don't. Just need a good possess, get a quick shot, but we need to make the shot.
And Oslander has fouls to give. Davis with 3. Morgan with 3. Chad Andrews Fulton, you want to keep him in the game. He's got 4 fouls.
Yeah, everybody else can commit a foul except for Andrews Fulton.
Brownlee's got 3 as well. 83-79. Bethune-Cookman with the lead. And now Bethune-Cookman down to 1 timeout. Oslander from the baseline to inbound. Gets it into Karan Davis. Davis on the run back. Comes left to the Andrews Fulton screen. Launches a 3 head of the key. Rim and off. Rebound to Bailey, and Oslander fouls him. Got a great look.
He got a great look, but of the players who are on the floor, I would have liked to have seen Brownlee or Morgan take that three. If Davis is going to shoot, take it to the hole, got a big, strong body, get fouled, stop the clock, and go to the free throw line.
Shot clock turned off with 28.5 to go. Tab at the scorer's table. Having a conversation with his coach, Ryan Ritter. And now Bailey will go to the free throw line.
For Bethune-Cookman, number 2, Isaiah Bailey,
First one's on the way. It rimmed off again.
He's feeling pressure.
That's 3 in a row he's missed. Second one's on the way. Good. Bailey now with 15. 84-79. Bethune-Cookman. 23 seconds to go. Davis head of the key. Cuts it right side. Auslander wants a fadeaway three. Good. Ken Auslander. Give him 5. 84-82. Timeout. Bethune-Cookman, or a quick foul. Quick foul on Coppin State with 16.6 to go. Fouls on Morgan. That's his 4th.
Tab is at the line this time, huh?
He has to hit both. He does anything but that, the roof may come off. He drains the front end, give him 32. 85-82. Bethune-Cookman. This is a critical free throw to put Bethune-Cookman up by 4. He drains it. 86-82. Tab now with 33. Quickly to Davis. Davis, 13 to go. Uses the slip screen from Chad. Bouncing off Brownlee. Right side 3. It's on the way. Good! Brownlee with the 3. Inbound coming near side left. And a quick whistle. Let's see who the foul is on. It's on Lamar Morgan. He just fouled out. 6.9 to go. Morgan will exit with 18. 86-85. Bethune-Cookman by 1 with 6.9 to go. Keandre Fair heading to the scorer's table to replace Lamar Morgan. Even if Tab hits them both, that would make it 88-85 and a chance to tie for Coppin with a 3.
They're trying to huddle up.
So the change made. Keandre Fair is now on the floor for Coppin State. He replaces Lamar Morgan, who exits, having fouled out with 6.9 to go. It puts Brandon Tabb line to the right. From our vantage point, of course, screen left on TV.
So make or miss. No timeouts. Have to go.
First one's on the way. Rim glass good. 87-85. Bethune-Cookman. Second attempt. Rim it off. Rebound to Bethune-Cookman. They back it out to Tab. He's fouled with 4.2 to go.
Got the miss that we wanted.
Auslander with the foul, his 3rd. What a rebound by Diakite to keep the possession with the Wildcats. The arrow, by the way, in a dual possession gives it to Coppin State. And before the free throw attempt by Tab, we had a conversation going on between 2 officials and Karan Davis. So here comes the first of 2. Houston Smith waiting at the scorer's table to check in for Bethune-Cookman. first one's on the way, good. Makes it 88-85 in favor of Bethune-Cookman. And unfortunately, there is a significant issue going on with the video replay system. So either a cord has come loose or there's some kind of a malfunction, and they have to have the replay, especially in the late game situation that we're dealing with at 4.2 to go. So now both teams can use this extended time as a timeout. And for Coppin, without any timeouts, DC, this is huge.
It is huge. You know, we have to have this functioning properly for this last 4.2 seconds. I think it's up now.
Yeah, the monitor is back. Now, whether that's the output of the in-house camera and not necessarily the video replay is to be determined. So currently it sits at Bethune-Cookman 88, Coppin State 85. And a tap free throw forthcoming. Late game scenario, Coppin will now be forced into taking a three. How about contact on a three if it is a 4-point margin to potentially tie this game at the end of regulation? And this is exactly why we have replay for late game situations just like this.
Sure. Unclear what happened to the system as they sit to our right.
Yeah, it literally, I was watching the monitor for a moment, and it went blank. Which that usually means catastrophic failure. And where that came in the entire chain of...
Let's go back to a while ago when you requested snow inside the facility. Inclement weather.
We could blame the weather. So now I have a feeling that they may be going to calls on the floor in the final 4.2 to go. Because if the video replay doesn't come back, and now it looks like we do have replay back.
Not replay.
So they do have a monitor back. So the big monitor's back, the little monitor is not. And we still remain at 4.2 to go, 88-85, Bethune-Cookman leading Coppin State with a free throw to come for Brandon Tabb. So it's Davis, Fair, Andrews, Fulton, Brownlee, and Oslander for Coppin State. For Bethune-Cookman, it's going to be Tabb, Bailey, and they're ready to go. Diakite.
And he has another shot, correct?
Yes. Mr. Davis is not on the floor.
Brandon Tag, shooting 1.
Diakite, Bailey, Tab out the door, and Houston Smith. Free throws on the way, good. So Tab now with 36. Makes it 89-85 Bethune-Cookman. Davis to the forecourt, launches from just inside half court, rimming off. And Bethune-Cookman defeats Conference State 89-85. And a valiant effort in the second half for Conference State. Comes up just short against Bethune-Cookman, who's now 9-3 in the MEAC. Conference State with a loss now falls to 5-8 in the MEAC, 5-22 overall. We're back after a 60-second timeout on the Conference State Sports Network.
Look forward to seeing you there Thursday night, March the 1st, right here at the Physical Education Complex. Until then, drive, ride, and walk safely, and we'll see you here Thursday, March 1st for the Eagles and the Bison of Howard University. Until then, have a very pleasant and good night, everyone.
Joined courtside now by Associate Head Coach John Oslander. And, Coach, that's a very tough defeat today, 89-85. But the guys fought hard down the stretch in a very difficult circumstance.
Yeah, no, I was proud of them. You know, Coach Dixon getting the 2 techs. You know, they could have just said it's not our night, but they kept fighting. You know, when things weren't going well, we kept we put our press on. You know, our guys, you know, were running, playing faster. You know, we made some shots, and they kept fighting. I was proud of them.
How much can you build upon this going into the last few games of the regular season and then, of course, into the MEAC tournament where you may face Bethune-Cookman one more time with one of the teams in that upper echelon of the bracket currently where a potential rematch is in the offing?
Yeah, I mean, our guys are getting better, you know, every day in practice, every game. You know, we're still learning, you know, but we can definitely build on this. We've been telling them the whole season we just want to be playing our best, you know, come late February or early March and give ourselves a chance. And we believe we can compete with anybody in the conference.
Appreciate the time as always, and good luck on the road the next 2 games. We'll see you on Thursday against Howard at home, and, of course, on the road at Morgan State on the 26th.
Right. Thank you.
There it is, Coach John Oslander stepping in for Coach Juan Dixon, who unfortunately had a double technical situation, was ejected earlier in this game with 5:17 to go. We're back in 60 seconds to wrap everything up courtside from the PEC on the Conference State Sports Network. Back courtside at the PEC for the final time where Conference State has been defeated by Bethune-Cookman 89-85. Wildcats in this game had Davis Francis off their bench. Seat time not tally. Smith with 4, Collins with 6. For the starters, it is Diakite with 4. Then it is Altidore with 9, 3 in double figures. Bailey and Davis each with 15. Tab finishes with 36, including his 1,000th point with his first 11. So he is now, with my math, at 1,025 in his career scoring. With the win, Bethune-Cookman now 15-12, 9-3 in the MEAC. For Coppin, the loss 5-23 now, 5-8 in the MEAC. Off their bench, Hardwick saw time, didn't tally. It is Trayor seeing time as well. Thomas with 3, Auslander with 5, Brownlee with a team high of 25. He is our Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game for the starters. Fair was held to a 3. Council fouled out with 2:34 to go with 8. And then 3 starters in double figures with Davis with 11, Andrews Fulton with 12 and 10 rebounds. Lamar Morgan fouled out with 6.9 to go with 18. It's going to do it here from the PEC today. It is a Bethune-Cookman sweep of the Eagles, 75-63 in the women's game. In the nightcap, 89-85 in the men's game. For Dan Mason in the women's game, Derek Carter, my partner on the men's side, our entire crew on radio and TV. Todd Barley, final score, final time from the PEC here at Coppin State, 89-85 Bethune-Cookman. Please drive safely, and we'll talk to you on the 26th at Morgan State here on the Coppin State Sports Network. Stay tuned.